Frosty Reaper here, and welcome to another DMZ video. Today's video is all about the changes that a lot of us would love to see in DMZ. So I scoured through different forums, tweets, videos about all of the things that people would love to see added to this game to keep it alive, and these are the 5 things that I felt would benefit the game greatly at this point in time. Now, we all know that DMZ is in beta currently, which means will continually change over time, which is honestly a great thing because the game is already a lot of fun to play, but if there's not more content added to it, then it could become stale and lose its player base. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to say we need is an expanded inventory system. Now, I know there's already an inventory system in the game, however, I feel with some tweaks it would be a little bit better. Currently, you can have 20 keys and 20 contraband weapons to take into Al Mazrah with you. So these are separate stashes that we have for those 2 things, which is great when you don't die. Obviously, if you die, you lose those items and you have to regain them. But what I would love to see is the ability to have a separate stash for other items like the armor carriers, gas masks, self-revives, and backpacks. I don't think kill streaks would be good in this, as it would be a bit much and could be considered a bit of overkill. Now, with the same token, I don't think you should be able to store 50 items, like a giant backpack or box or something that you store all these items in. I think they should be limited somewhat to a max of either each item or a max of like 6 items total or 10 items total in your accessory stash, which is what we'll call it for now. But this would give you the ability to have extra backpacks, either large or medium backpacks, armor carriers, etc., from different missions that you've exfilled with. Currently, as it stands, you can stow extra items, like you can stow 2 backpacks in a large backpack and take them out of the game with you, but once you exfil, they're gone. I believe they do give you some experience points to a point, but other than that, I mean, what use are they to be able to exfil with them? So having the ability to have a 10 slot, cache of things that you can take out, like the plate carriers and backpacks and gas masks, I think would be great. And I have a sneaking suspicion that that might be why you can exfil with things at the moment, but that is, completely unfounded at this point until we find out the reason for it later on in the game. So the next thing is dynamic weather and the day and night mode. Now, we do already know that this is coming down the line at some point based on previous leaks and information from streamers who got to see the game early on in development. However, we have no idea when. But, I really feel that this would make the game crazy fun with dynamic weather and the ability to spawn into a game in Al Mazrah at night. It would add a whole nother level of gameplay with having to be more sneaky and stealthy, as well as deal with rain or windstorms, things like that. The game is already a lot of fun, but adding that extra level of content into it would just make it even more thrilling and exciting to play. So that one we do know is coming, or at least we think it is at some point, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Next thing is going to be better rewards. Now, it would be nice to see more blueprints, calling cards, or even the ability to earn COD points for the faction missions that we complete. We know that new missions are going to be coming with the seasons that they add. How many, we don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. But I do feel that some of the rewards are a little lackluster in that area. Even adding the option to have some type of faction trader or something like that, that would give the extra inventory some more depth to continually play to unlock and buy items from the store. Something in those rewards would just be, more blueprints, more COD points, or the ability to use COD points or blueprint or calling cards, things like that would be, I think, beneficial for the game, but, this one could be here or there for some people. Now, the next one, I know some are going to strongly disagree with me on, but I know there's a lot of solo players out there and constantly running against 3-man squads. Solo can be a nightmare when you just want to enjoy the view in Al Mazrah, so that would be a solo mode. So currently you can do solo mode, but you're going to be running against 3-man squads. That's all that currently you can queue in with. You can queue solo again, or queue with just 2 people if you have someone else to play with. But if you're like me and you really just like playing solo a lot of the times, I think it's a really good idea, but it's a 50-50. I can see the argument from both sides for that one, but I still think it would be good to see it at least in some manner. So, bonus item. I kind of mentioned this a little earlier, but a faction trader would be great. Now, I know this game isn't Tarkov, and to be fair, I've never actually played Escape from Tarkov, but I think the ability to exfil with all that extra junk, like the toothpaste, bandages, things like that, if you could exfil with that and use that towards cash or its own currency system outside of the actual gameplay in Al Mazrah, I think would be really interesting and cool addition. You know, if you could buy weapons or, you know, even buy calling cards or, you know, send it towards COD, you know, COD points. And, you know, you have to get a lot of items to be able to get, you know, 5 COD points. You know, there's tons of things they can do. There's other games that have done that type of thing. I know Tarkov, from what I understand, does have a trading system. So having some type of currency or economic system outside of the actual gameplay inside of Al Mazrah would be a cool addition to do with all of the just junk items that you pick up while you're in the game. So I don't know exactly how they would implement this, but I think it'd be a really cool idea to explore to see how they could do it down the road. So that's going to do it for today's video. What do you think of these ideas, and what do you think they should do to enhance the playability of DMZ? Do me a favor, leave your answers down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy DMZ content, we'll have more and more videos coming out over time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frosty, and we'll see you in the DMZ.